Hey guys, how you doing? Kevin Okwani here. Let me go ahead and smash the record button and see who we have. How's everyone doing tonight? What's up, Joseph? Man, you are on all these. Jerry, what's up, man? How's everyone doing? Dennis, what's up, buddy? Karen, I'm doing phenomenal. Doing phenomenal. So who do we have on here that is new to Kypron? Brand new. Never done anything in Kypron. Just now getting started, just now checking us out, seeing what we got going on here. Pop in the chat and let me, there we go. Very cool, very cool. All right, so tonight what I want to do, poor Sasha, she's like, need some coffee. Absolutely. It's getting late there. My goodness. All right, so what I'm gonna make this kind of short and sweet because we have a life webinar coming up after this as well. And we might actually start that one a little bit early because I'm kind of excited to get to that. But what I want to go through tonight is two things. One, I want to give you guys a quick update. And again, I see a bunch of people hopping on. Let me know if you're new. If you're new inside of Kypron and you've never been on a webinar, or you're in the system and you're confused, you're not sure what to do, let me know in the chat. Give me number one, or just say, hey, need to know where we are, what we got going on, what we're doing. Just let me know. So what I want to do tonight on this webinar, two things. One, I want to give you a quick update because tonight what we're doing is we're turning on a lot of stuff inside of the mailer right here. Okay, a lot of this stuff is getting turned on. You guys will be able to independently tag leads and so on and so forth. For those of you who have been following what we're doing with there, you know what we mean. For those of you who have not, all that means is you guys will have a live autoresponder coming on board tonight. Sometime tonight, maybe early in the morning your time. Definitely later on today for Sasha, since it's like 1 a.m. there. So that's what we got going on. The mailer is going to be coming online. You're going to see this populate in your back office with your mailer training and so on and so forth. That'll be happening again, like I said, tonight, probably over the next 8 to 12 hours. Very cool. So we got some folks on here saying, hey, they're testing it out. Has anyone tested out the mailer? Those of you who are in life, and have you tested out that mailer to see what it's going to do for you? Let me know if you've sent yourself some emails, if you've tested some stuff out inside of there, and what your results have been. If you've been, working good. Pretty cool, Dennis. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Very nice, very nice. So the new mailer, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we have a mailer that we brought online where you guys can actually go ahead and create emails and so on and so forth to follow up with your leads. So traditionally, when you came in here and created a campaign, the store internal button, right? The store internal button when you're creating your campaigns have been has just done nothing for you, right? It's just stored it internally. Well, now it's attached to an autoresponder that you can send emails out and send sequence out to and things of that nature. And we'll keep improving this, but it's all tag based, and I'll walk you guys through that. And if you haven't seen this webinar, go ahead and watch this webinar right here, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about to kind of bring you up to speed. But what I wanted to do on this webinar was I wanted to walk somebody through creating a business, right? And not just a business inside of Kypron, not just promoting the system. I wanted to give someone a way to create their sales funnel for their business opportunity. So what I want you guys to do me a favor and chime in and give me a home-based business that you're promoting with the system. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through creating a capture page. We're going to walk through and draft out how I create capture pages, how I go ahead and write the ad copy for that capture page. And then we're going to get into creating the bridge page and linking off to your sales page. All right. We got some Mob, Search 365. I still don't really know what that is. MCA. There's a lot of MCA folks in here. eBay sales. Is that for physical products, Felix? Let me know. All right. Okay, beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to do one for Mob. That's a front end. For those of you who don't know what Mob is, it's a front end offer, and then they get on phone calls. It's like Digital Altitude for those of you who are not familiar with Mob. It's kind of like a Digital Altitude. Let me know if you guys know what Digital Altitude is. It's basically Digital Altitude was kind of like the spinoff of my online business empire, which is Mob. Okay. Actually, you know what? We're going to switch gears. We're going to go with USI Tech, and I'll tell you why. Not because I'm in it, but I am in a Bitcoin. I do promote a Bitcoin company. I'm not going to tell you what it is because that's not my place on this webinar, but I am going to be creating a funnel for Bitcoin. So I'll actually walk you guys through how I would do that. So we're going to use the cryptocurrency, which is kind of a big space right now in the world, and then also in network marketing and MLM. So that sound cool? Give me a 1 in the chat if that sounds cool. Walking through and creating a Bitcoin capture page. Yeah, give me a 1. Beautiful. All right, so here's how I would write. Here's how I would do this. So first off, I'm going to start with I got a 2. I got a 2. Mostly once I got 1, 2. So here's how I would start this. I would go to create a campaign. Okay, this is where everything's going to begin. So I'm going to go to create a campaign, and we can do one for another company as well if you guys want to, if we have time. So then I would name this, and let's say I name this my campaign Coin Company, right? So let's say I go ahead and name it Coin Company. Now, the next step I'm going to do in promoting anything, guys, is select my capture page, then my autoresponder, then my thank you page. Now, this right here, the reason why this flows the way it is and up and down is because this is pretty much your entire business. You have a capture page, right? You create a capture page that goes to connect to an autoresponder. I'm going to do store internally. And then it goes to a thank you page. Now, this is where a lot of people get tripped up. Okay, this is where a lot of people get tripped up, and chime in if you've ever gotten to this point where it says sales or application and been like, man, what do I do here? Let me know if that confuses you. Yeah, right? Because it's always you're saying, okay, capture page, cool. I can put some verbiage on there. Great. Okay, they're going to go in an autoresponder. Check, got that. But then you get to the sales and application page. You're like, what the heck do I do here? What do I do on my sales page? What do I do on my application page? What are they going to see once they hit this page? Okay, and I'm going to show you what I would do with this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this bridge page right here. Okay, and I'll tell you why I'm going to set up a bridge page. I'm setting up a bridge page because I want the person to know who I am. I want them to hit my capture page, right? And if this capture page is enticing and does the job of getting them to opt in, I can now send them emails. But there's no point in sending emails if they don't know who I am. So I have to go ahead with a bridge page. Now this bridge page, give me a 1 in the chat if you don't know what a bridge page is. A bridge page is a page where I can explain to them who I am, what I'm doing, and what they're going to see on the next page. Okay, so this is really, you can call it a bridge page, you can call it a sandwich page. It really links my capture page to my sales page, because if they don't know who I am, they're never going to open my emails. I can't build a relationship with them, and I can't. When I send them an email, they're not going to open it. They're not going to know who I am. I'm like, who's this Kevin Hokoana cat? Don't know who he is. Don't care. Right? That's what's going to happen. So whenever you guys have built lists before. And let me know in the chat if you've built lists before. If you've ever built a list and then you send an email to them and nobody opens it, no one opens your emails, this is why. They have no idea who you are. You're just somebody sending them an email. So in all the companies you guys have been in, right, this has probably been the case. You go out, you get, they tell you need a capture page. Obviously you do. You need an autoresponder. Sure do. And you need a sales page, and put this video on your sales page. That's wonderful, but they don't know who you are. So when you email them, you're never going to get results. Let me know if this has been your experience, that you email them, they just don't care, right? So this is how you change that. You change that with the bridge page. So that's what's happening on this page, right? So I'm going to go ahead and create my campaign. I got my coin company. I've selected a capture page. And the way I've selected this just happens to be my favorite capture page, right? Actually, we'll go with this one. I'm going to go with this capture page 3. These two I like the best because they're simple, right? If you have a video, you want to go with one of these two. If you're doing a solo ad, meaning you're emailing somebody, you're having somebody else email your offer, right here, right? Very short, sweet, exactly what was in the ad copy, and that's it. You're good to go. So I would click on this, capture page 3, and I would do store internally, and then because I'm going to be using the internal autoresponder, and then I'd send them to my bridge page. So I'm going to create this campaign. Now, once it's created, it's going to refresh my screen to my campaigns, and I can go to the last page, and I can see, here's my coin company. Here's my coin company. Now, we want to change this opt-in page, right? So I want to go to this opt-in page, edit opt-in, and I want to change this. This is what they're going to see when they come in, right? So what I want to do is I want to write this ad copy right here in a way that will do nothing but get them to click. Remember, I am not trying to sell them on this page. I am not trying to sell them on this page. I'm not trying to sell them anything. They don't know who I am. They haven't seen anything. So all I want this page to do is get their interest into what is on the next page. And then the next page is going to do its job. And its job is going to be to introduce them to what I'm doing. And then the next page is to sell them. Does that make sense? So I'm going to come back. I'm going to go back to here because I really want this to kind of sink in for folks. Let's go to create a web campaign again. I really want this to sink in. Give me a 1 if this makes sense. This page does its job. The only thing that this page does, guys, you got to have this cemented in your brain, is to get them to opt in. Okay? The only thing this bridge page is going to do is its job, and that's to introduce who I am, and then I talk about what they're going to see on the next page. So whenever you're doing marketing, everything has to do its job. This page's job is to get the curiosity, right? When I'm sending them emails, my job's not to sell an email. My job is to get them to click over to something that's going to get them to buy, right? Or build a relationship with them, or whatever that thing is. So always look at that in your marketing, okay? Make sure your pages are doing their job. So, and this will come all the way back to the advertisements as well. So let's say I go down a coin company and I want to make the opt-in page do its job, which is to get people to click. So the ad copy that I always start with, and you can edit these pages by just clicking this edit button. I'll change the background image in a second, but first I'm going to work on this verbiage here, right? And I'm going to edit this page right here. I'm going to edit this verbiage that sits right here. Okay, first I want to center this. I want it centered. So the way I'm going to write my ad is I'm going to write it like this. How I did XYZ in XYZ time with XYZ work. If we start from this right here, how did XYZ and XYZ time with XYZ work? And I'm just going to delete all this other stuff. If we can start with this in mind, okay, just filling in the blanks, that's all we're going to do. If we can start with this in mind, then it makes writing that capture page a lot more easy, a lot easier. So if you were, and does this make sense? Does this make sense to you guys? How did XYZ and XYZ time with XYZ work? Let me know if that makes sense to you. Because if I was doing, let's say, a weight loss company, it would be how I lost 13 pounds in 22 days with what? Or without what? Without stepping foot in the gym, right? Like that would be my capture page. So for a Bitcoin or for a cryptocurrency, it's you have to look at it in two different ways. A lot of you that are, if you're just promoting something that's Bitcoin, it would be how I generated XYZ Bitcoin in XYZ days with this auto trader or with this system, right? If we're looking at MCA, somebody give me a little bit about what MCA does. I think they're just they're a Motor Club America, but what do they do, right? Do they help you get unstuck when you're stuck on the side of the road? So on and so forth. So you want to fill in these blanks, right? Or MOBE, My Online Business Empire. That's a high ticket company. So it would be, you look at the results of either yourself or other people. So, right? So you could put how we generated $5,642 in 7 days with just one sale. What? How do you do that, right? How does that work? Or how I generated 650. If you're doing e-com, a lot of you guys are in e-com. Let me know if you're promoting e-com. How I generated $642 in 17 days, or how I generate $642 a day. I did that. I got up and running in 5 days, and I did that without selling, without recruiting, right? So look at the benefits of your company and kind of just fill in these blanks and then work around that. Now, whatever I put in here is now going to be my advertisement. So here's how you can just kind of cut through all the BS and know what you're going to put on your ads. Because a lot of you, let me know if you're running advertisements out there on the internet for your services. Just go ahead and give me a 1 if you guys are running ads to something, and give me a 2 if you want to, but you don't know how to. It's just kind of a daunting task. All right, awesome. So, and for those of you who are giving me 2s, that's good, because this is going to make it easier to run your ads. So whatever my ad needs to say, whatever's on my capture page, okay? Whatever's on this capture page, that's what my ads need to say, okay? That's what my ads need to say. So with the coin company, I would put something along the lines of how I generated 18% returns how I generated an 18% ROI in 32 days with how much work? Without any work, right? Without lifting a finger or leveraging this automated crypto system. So you did it with zero work, right? How it generates 18% ROI in 32 days by leveraging this automated system, this automated crypto system, right? Or this new crypto system, or this new system, right? And then I would go ahead and change my format a little bit, make that a little bit bigger. So that right there, if I save this, how I generated 18% ROI in 32 days by leveraging this automated crypto system. Short and sweet, right? Now, what would my ad say? Can anyone tell me what my ad would say? It would say the exact same thing. So if I'm doing a video, let's say I was doing a video on this and I was going to promote on YouTube. Let's say I was making a YouTube video. So I would do a video walking them through my back office of whatever my cryptocurrency system is, showing them 18% ROI in 32 days, right? And showing them how I did it, how it was done, and that I didn't even have to lift a finger to do it, right? That's it. There's your whole, now you have a capture page and you have your promotional material, and it'll convert because it's congruent, right? So I would go ahead and I'd probably leave this. Let's go ahead. I'm going to come down here. Let's go. 100% automated crypto income. And then I might give them some fear of loss on this page, right? Let them know to enter their information below. Sure. But sometimes you want to give them some fear of loss too, right? So if I want to give fear of loss on a capture page that somebody just stumbled on, how can I do that, right? So I could put something along the lines of, this information will be removed at any time, or my results. I'm only sharing my results with the first 100 people, right? So I could put something. I could either leave this the way it is, or I could give them some kind of fear of loss on this page. Let's go to this page. This page may be removed at any time. So I'm going to give them a little bit of fear of loss, right? Like, hey, if you don't do this right now, if you don't click the instant access button now, then next time you come back to this, it might not be here, right? Let's go ahead and preview that. Actually, I'm going to move that back. Okay. So there we go, Autopilot Crypto. And then I'm going to change this button right here. So I'm going to go edit this again. I'm going to edit this button. Get instant access. Now this right here, we want to go ahead and change. And this right here, what we want to do is reinforce that there's no risk, okay? So I'm saying, hey, look, here's my thing, my XYZ, how I did XYZ and XYZ time with XYZ work, right? Hey, I'm reassuring them, look, this is 100% automated crypto income. And warning, this page may be removed at any time. So a little bit of fear of loss. They can get instant access here. And here I want to go ahead and reassure them that there's no cost to this information, right? You're giving them information on the next page. So I'm going to go ahead and change this to no credit card required. This is a free service, no credit card required. So I'm just going to type that in there. And I'm going to save my changes. This is a free service, no credit card required. So I'm not saying like, hey, on the next page, you're going to have to pay me, right? That's it. It's just a free service, no credit card required. Now, we want to change this background image real quick because we don't want a background image of a plane. So you guys can go ahead and come in here and grab some of the ones that are in here for free, right? And here's a Bitcoin one right here. And somebody let me know if this Bitcoin one is in your back office as well. It should be in your back office, right? So you can go out there and find another one, another Bitcoin, or whatever that coin is for your company, right? Or you can pick one of these other ones. But Bitcoin would be good because we're on a Bitcoin page, right? We're on a cryptocurrency page. Now, I don't like this color right here, but that's okay. I could just go to Google Images and find another one, which, let me see. I could go to Google and I could just go cryptocurrency and I can go images and I could find one that has something about cryptocurrency, right? Something will contrast good with this page. Okay. And I'll load up a couple more in here for you guys who are doing this. MCA, if you are in, let's say, MCA, then it would be like somebody on the side of the road stuck, right? If you were doing MOB, it would be most definitely, and this is kind of my go-to when I do background images, is just a nice background image, just a nice place in the background that signifies wealth, right? Like if you're staying at this place, then obviously you're doing pretty good. So this is kind of like my go-to are these backgrounds of just nice scenery in the background. Now, if you ever run into a situation where like this text right here, I can't read it, and you could spend hours going, man, what color do I do here, right? But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add a quick background of gray right here so that you can see this. And that's it. So there we go. So far, for those of you who haven't, if you haven't created capture pages because you've been stuck on this, because I get a lot of questions on this. If you haven't created capture pages because you've been stuck on this step, let me know. Give me a 1 in the chat. Just give me a 1 in the chat. Say, I'm kind of stuck on creating a capture page. Kind of don't know what to write, don't know what to say, not sure what to do here, or my capture pages don't convert. I don't understand why. I'm not sure why. Yeah, just give me a 1. Cool. Yeah. So is so far as going through this and creating that capture page, going through the process, is this helpful to you guys? Are you going to be able to go out there and use this to start creating better capture pages? Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. What's up, Bob? Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So now pausing right here, again, remember I was talking about ad congruency? This would be your ad. You would just take this verbiage and create your ads, whether it be a banner ad, whether it be a Facebook ad, if you're running a Facebook ad. You could just put a big picture of a cryptocurrency with this verbiage right there, right? I mean, whatever your ad is, as long as your ad matches what's on your capture page, you're going to have high conversion rates, right? And you can only get so good with those. No one's going to have a 90% capture, 90% opt-in rate forever, unless you're running like a YouTube video or a YouTube channel and people are really following you on there, because then it doesn't matter, right? You could send them out if they know who you are. Like if they know who Alan Goldberg is, Alan, if you had a following, you could put anything on. You could be like, hey, just go ahead and opt in here. I'm going to give you something cool, and they would. And you can preface that inside of that video. So it matters how they get there. But when you talk about like cold market, guys, it really comes down to, is my capture page congruent to the ad? Is my capture page congruent to the ad? The advertisement that's designed to get them to click, if they click and it looks like this, they're going to get here and they're going to go, oh, yep, I'm in the right place. Let me go ahead and get instant access, right? They have nowhere to go, or they're just going to leave. And then you can make tweaks once you have that. But as long as you have congruency, you'll get pretty good results. Like it's hard to get anything less than 30%, 40% conversion rate. And you can tweak it from there to up it. So one more thing I want to edit, though, is this edit pop-up form. So you can leave this as the way it is, or you can change this. Just change that, get instant access, right? And then you get your spam policies and so on and so forth. So you're good. Everything's congruent. So from there, I'm going to save and finish this. Now my capture page is done. That took us like 20 minutes and I was bantering half the time, right? So there's no reason why you can't create a capture page around whatever you're doing. So the next thing, though, is where are they going? So they go to your opt-in page, and we can go take a look at this, right? Here's what that opt-in page looks like. We're good to go. And then they're going to go to their thank you page. Now the thank you page, let's go take a look at it. It should be absolutely nothing. It's just a video. So what I would do here with my thank you page, I'm going to go edit this. Click on edit. What I'm going to do with my thank you page is I'm going to run a quick video, a sandwich video. Now, for some of you, if you really can't do this, then you can just add your video here, right, of your opportunity for your crypto opportunity. You can just put the YouTube video embedded in there and then link off for them to join. But what I would do is I would edit this button where it says thank you up here. That's way too small. I would go ahead and reformat this first off, right? Move this out of the way. And I would put let's say I would do a quick message from Kevin. And put your name there, right? whatever your name is. Put your name there because you want them to remember your name. If nothing else, okay, so what do we honestly know? We know that 99% of the people that are going to see this page, they're not just going to immediately join, right? You could be giving away something and people will still, 99%. You're only going to get 1 to 2% conversion rate on whatever that thing is on the next page, right? So if we know that going into this, if we know that people live busy lives, then the biggest thing that we can do on this page is introduce them to who we are, okay? And then let them know what's on the next page. Hey, my name's Kevin, and I'm the guy that's going to help you get 18% increase on your cryptocurrency. Or, hey, my name's Kevin, and I'm the guy who's going to help you, to make sure the next time you get pulled over or next time your car breaks down, that you're not freaking out and that you get the best deals, period, because it happened to me, right? So if you're in Motor Club America, that's what you would do. You want them to associate you with what? You with the guy or the gal who's going to do XYZ for them, okay? So, and you want to edify what they're going to see on the next page, because it's one thing for me to tell you, let's say I'm in Motor Club America and I'm promoting it as a company. It's one thing for MCA or Motor Club America to say our service is great, our service is great, our service is great. Yeah, everyone says their service is great. Wonderful, right? But it's another thing for me to go, hey, how you doing? My name's Kevin Hokoana, and check this out. I just want to give you a little bit of background of who I am and tell you why I'm so excited about what you're going to see here. You're on this page because you've probably broken down and been stuck on the side of the road, and that is the most unpleasant thing. Let me tell you a little bit about what happened to me, right? Or let me tell you what happened to my friend, and I didn't want to be in this situation. So I'm with Motor Club America. So you're giving kind of your testimonial and you're letting them know who you are and what you've done. And this is all you do on this sandwich page. So you would shoot a quick video about who you are, most importantly, who you are, because they're not going to join MCA. They're going to join you with MCA, right? So you want to shoot a video talking about MCA, talking about what they're going to see on the next page and why you're so excited about it. And then this click to continue button would go over to your MCA sales page. You're not trying to sell on this page. Okay, you're not trying to sell anything. You're just trying to recommend, introduce who you are. My name's Kevin, right? And on the next page, you're going to see something that's really helping a lot of people. Introduce who you are, give pretty much your testimonial and why you're excited for them to be there for that product. Okay. And if you can't do that about your product, then you're promoting the wrong product, right? Like if you can't say good things about the product you're promoting, then you're promoting the wrong thing, So does this make sense? Does this page make sense in what I do here? And for me, what I'll do is I'll show testimonials of people who have been through my training. I'll show like me on stage with, 20 other people holding up giant checks and I've literally paid out millions of dollars in commissions to people, blah, 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 stuff like that. So I would let them know, but I would show it in a way for my own products in a way that's like, hey, look, I've helped these people make money. I'm pretty sure I can help you do the same thing. And here's what you're going to see on the next page is going to give you the ability to do that, blah, blah, blah. So that would be my video here. And if you guys don't know how to do that, how to create those videos, I'll show you where you can get that training. So who here has done this? Who here has changed and done this exact process and seen success with it versus not doing it? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. And one key thing while you guys are doing that, one key thing is to let them know to whitelist your emails. Like, hey, you're going to get an email from me coming from Kevin Hokoana at blah, 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 at kevinhokoana.com or whatever my email address is that they're going to get emails from. Let them know. Just make sure you whitelist those because I'm going to be helping you out. I'm going to help you do this and so on and so forth. And all right. Cool. Very cool. So we got a lot of people who are doing this now. Very good. Very good. So I would go ahead and save and finish. And that would be my entire sales funnel, guys. Like that's an entire sales funnel for whatever you're doing, period. That's it. That's the entire capture page going to a sandwich page, going to the opportunity to help them. Exactly. Whitelist this. Whitelisting is when somebody gets an email from you and they mark it as not being spam, or in their mind they whitelist it. So there's kind of two things happening here. One, there's the actual nuts and bolts of how emails are sent out. And if somebody gets an email and it goes to their promotions tab in their email, then if it goes to their promotions tab, then they're most likely not going to see it, right? They're not really going to see it that often. So you want them to sort you out of the promotion tab. You want them to whitelist you out of the promotion tab. But you also want them to sort you in their mind, because you guys put in how many emails a day you get just from marketers or from something else, like from marketers specifically. How many emails a day do you guys get from different marketers? 50 plus. Right? They're always shooting in, right? 50. Someone said 600. That's kind of a lot. 200. They just keep coming in every day, just coming in. Now, how many of those do you click on? Or how many do you actively ignore? How many have you sorted out to just ignore that person? Like, how many out of those emails do you just ignore? Right? Most of them. Exactly. So most of them just get ignored. You're just like, oh, I don't even know who you are. Right? I don't even know who you are. Why would I click? But if you knew who they were, and they start providing value to you, you're going to start you'll open their emails, right? So there's that. That's how it works. You'll mentally sort them out. You'll mentally sort the millions of emails. You just can't, they're on your list, but you can't even take the time to unsubscribe. You don't care enough that you're not even going to unsubscribe. You're just going to come in. You're just going to ignore them. It's just a thing, right? It's like banner blindness. You just don't care. So you want to get out of that, guys. You want to go ahead and make sure that they know who you are. And that right there, that one statement, you want to make sure they know who you are, is the big difference between that's the roadblock for everybody. That's it. They don't know who you are. They're not going to open your emails. They're not going to follow you on YouTube. They're not going to respond to your face. They just don't know who you are. And so you need to get out of obscurity. And so that's what this thank you page is mostly designed to do. It's to get you out of obscurity. So when you go ahead and create a quick video and you embed your YouTube video on here, right? And they start watching your videos, they start opening your emails, you're out of obscurity. And once you're out of obscurity, you can make as much as you want to. It's when everyone ignores you that you're not going to make any money, right? And over time, most people will start ignoring you, right? That's just how we are. There's so many things that are happening out there in our world that unless you're constantly in front of people, it's not that they don't like you or don't care. It's just they don't have time for you. And you can't take that personally. You just got to make sure that you're in their face more. You're in front of them more, providing them with more value, right? That's it. That's all you got to do. William says they're begging for money. You better opt out of those ones. That's a good question. The question is there a difference between us doing a video and using a paid actor? I'll tell you what, if that question is coming from the stance of, I don't want to be in front of a video, in front of camera, you don't need to. You don't need to be in front of a camera. It just needs to be you going ahead and saying, hey, here's who I am, with a PowerPoint slide, right? It doesn't have to be you sitting in front of a camera. Just use a PowerPoint slide. I'll tell you what, the one video I had that made me probably $30,000. It was, I made about $30,000, and you guys are familiar with My Lead System Pro. I made about 30K in that before I ever turned on a camera, right? It was just a video. Literally, the video was a picture of me and my son and me talking. Like, it didn't even change. It was just a picture of me and my son and me talking. That was the whole video, right? And yeah, I got hundreds of signups. So it doesn't need to be. Yeah. So do you know the CEO of every company that you sell? Yes or no? No, I don't. I don't really promote many other companies at this point. I just happen to grow up with those guys, right? If it, like Norbert Orlowitz, Brian Falley. So a lot of the companies that I promoted in my early days, I could put in 300, 400 people, and I thought that was like everyone could do that. And it turned out that it wasn't. And then I ended up getting in touch with a lot of like owners and stuff like that. So, and then of course I've run my own companies and done some collaborations over the years. So you just get to know people. It's no biggie. So that's it. That's it. There's your sales funnel. Now let me go over here. What I'm going to do for those of you, if you don't know how to create sandwich pages, give me a 1 if you guys are in life. I'll show you where it's at. Just give me a 1 for those of you in life. Butamus, which we have a webinar in 20 minutes where we're going to go over some cool updates in life, where we're going to be doing over the next week. So it's right here in our webinar replays. So if I go to webinar replays right here, sandwich page creation. So go watch these. Video creation, follow responder rate updates. This is the one you want to watch, where I give you kind of the PowerPoint. You can just download it. And then I give you the campaign code for that funnel. So who here is in life and never saw that, never noticed it back there, or missed it somehow? Yeah, definitely. It happens. There's a lot of stuff happening there. So that's this is where you can get that. So for that sandwich page, go watch this video and then just download the PowerPoint slide that I used to create it, and you can create your own. What is the fee for life? It's a $1 trial for 3 days and then $97 a month. That is the price of life. And I'll tell you what, if you don't know how to run campaigns, does anyone want me to show you what kind of marketing training we got in there? Let me know if you're not in life and you want to see what you want me to start going through the back office and showing you some of the marketing training that's back there. Give me a 1. All right. Sounds good. So here's what we got. What we go over is your first 48 hours building your business, right? We go over your first 48 hours and we create you a capture page and a sales page. Now this is going to change because we're going to be giving you these autoresponder sequences, right? So these videos are going to change, but we walk you through that. What to do in your first 48 hours in your business, okay? And then we get into Facebook marketing, okay? And then we walk you through the different Facebook ad strategies, okay? The different ad strategies that we have inside of Facebook, which is the video ad stacking is my favorite right now. All right, then we get into the foundation of your business. We get into setting up your fan pages, setting up your business accounts, making your first post, getting your first 500 likes for free. Who's tried this, by the way, and failed? Like, who's tried to, outside of life? I know you guys are doing phenomenal in there. Outside of life, who's created fan pages and just never got anything happening on them? Give me a 1 if that's you. If you've created a fan page and it just kind of sits around and you're like, man, I really don't even know what's going on here. So this will clear all that up, right? Making your first post. And when I say making your first post, I actually give you like the post. I actually give you the post. So then we get into paid advertising. And actually, let me back up because this is important. This right here, getting the first 500 likes on your page, this is instrumental. Like, this is key. If you guys have been in life and you skip this step, then you're shooting yourself in the foot. Because you can get your first 500 likes really, really quick on your fan page. And you do it by notifying everybody that you already have friends on Facebook. You're letting them know, like, look, here's my new fan page, right? And then you start your advertising. And the reason why you do that is because you always want to start with your warm market. It's easier to get people that already know you to opt into your lists and join you in whatever, right? That's the easiest, the path of least resistance. So if you get your first 500 likes, right, and you get this extension and you walk through and get your first 500 likes on your fan page, and then you start marketing to them, it makes it infinitely easier to grow your business, right? Because you're getting people that kind of know who you are. They've heard of you, right? They're your friend on Facebook, and now they're liking your fan page. So then we get into Facebook paid advertisements. which we start with the lowest amount lowest amount of money possible. But here's the ad strategy, the overview on how you want to run ads and not really lose them. And then we get into boosting your fan page posts. This is the easiest way to get an ad out there. Then we go into the ads manager, right? And then we go into audience insights, right? To learn more about how we can target that perfect audience. And then we get into custom lookalike audience. And this is where you can kind of start scaling. Okay. So that is Facebook alone. And then of course you have Bing marketing, where we go ahead and create Bing. Who here has done the Bing training and got leads for Bing? Seems like most people are having some really, really good success with this. Definitely. Awesome. Cool. So Bing is good, but again, they don't know who you are. So you want to send them through that funnel that we do. Sasha says, me every day and joiners. Beautiful. So this is where you can, get started with Bing, getting your pages up and running, creating your Bing funnel. And I give you guys the actual funnel. Okay. You can find people in your interest to sign up. 50 people a day. Make sure. Yeah, definitely, William. Definitely. More leads since adding the bridge page. Absolutely. So, Avril, are you running the bridge page that we did in the webinar? Yep. And what were your results before as far as people joining versus now? Well, percentage wise. So let's say you sent 100 leads through. Whoa. And what are they now? Very coolness, guys. Really cool. Bridge pages are definitely where it's at, because now they know you. They'll open your emails, right? Very cool. Real novice, do you think beginners can follow this system? Absolutely, Don. Don says, I'm a real novice. Do you think beginners can actually follow the system? I'll tell you what, Don, beginners are the best people to work with because they don't have any preconceptions, right? Most of the people that are out there that have run campaigns and done these things before, they have their own kind of, their own idea of how things should be. But the crazy part is they've never gotten results at all. None, not even a lead with those preconceived notions or those other trainings. And so those are the best people to come in here. Yeah. And Sasha says she's right there to help everyone along. You're awesome, Sasha. Pretty cool. So next week, what we're going to be getting into, because the mailer should be fully live, and we'll talk about this on the live webinar in like 10 minutes. But next week, what we're going to be doing is the YouTube marketing. We're going to start doing that. And with that, we're also going to be adding one more thing that I want to talk to you guys about on the live webinar. It's going to be what's working now. So I'll go in there and start making updates because it's quicker for me to just shoot a 10-minute video on what worked, what just got me a lead, what just got me a sale. So you guys can have a what's working now campaign. And it's kind of like an ad vault where when I run an ad, you guys can go ahead and see how that worked out for me. Is this why you showed all parts of the system for free? My goal, I'll tell you why we give so much away for free here. The capture page creator, the autoresponder, all the stuff that we just kind of give away for free, because there's really two ways that I can build a relationship with people. And there's two ways that I can help people. One, I can just give you information, right? But let's say I just gave you information. Let's say all I did was give you training. I would still need to go ahead and show you the systems that I'm using. And if it's not all in-house, it's going to get very difficult for me to help people, right? Because I'm going to say, go over to lead pages, then go over to Aweber, then go over to GetResponse, and go over here and go over. And next thing you know, you got 14 different subscriptions all over the place, and you're trying to track with this software, and you're trying to get leads in with this software, and you're trying to create a capture page with this software. It's confusing. So we built all this stuff out. And instead of just giving training, we give a whole system so you can build whatever you're doing, right? So let me walk through what is in the free system. So in the free system, this right here, creating capture pages, like everything we did tonight, that's all free, guys. Done for you campaigns, connecting custom domains. So if you have www.supermegamarketer.com, you can connect it to a campaign. That's free as well. Like all this stuff is free. The mailer, you'll have X amount of contacts that you guys can use in there for free, right? So you don't even need an autoresponder. But when it comes to, and this free training like we're on right now, like no one paid anything to get on this training, right? No one paid anything to get on this. You know, the Vision of Kypron, getting 3,000 leads, walking through the system, giving you guys updates, that's all free stuff. So you know where the system is and how it progresses because we are in beta. So you guys are kind of like on the ground floor and get to watch as we build an entire company, an entire business up from the very bottom, right? When most of you, when you first came on here, most of these tabs did not exist. It was like 4 tabs and 5 videos, right? And 2 months later, here we are. So you guys get to go ahead and leverage all that and see all that. And yes, this is being taped. So, and I'll put this in the back office right here. So you guys, you know, are at the beginning of what basically looking over my shoulder as I build out a company that's going to generate me, you know, 70, 80, 90,000, 100,000. And by the end of 18, $1 million a month in my pocket. And you get to see how that's done. And you get to go ahead and promote it if you so choose, right? You get to figure out how you get paid and get 70% commissions if you have that product. So I could have done all this stuff behind the scenes, but I wanted to do it out in the open with you guys in public as you go through this journey with me. So that's that. So, okay, I'm going to have this recording in the back office, guys. We have another webinar in like 10 minutes in Life. If you are in Life, go log into the back office, go click on Life, access your product here, and then go click on this live webinar registration. Register for that webinar, and we'll make that short and sweet. I just want to go over some updates that we have back there, some updates on the autoresponder to get you guys that first. And I want to go into what we're going to be doing with marketing training next week. So you guys can go ahead and make sure that you have everything you need for next week. For those of you, for those of you who are not in Life and want to get in it, now is the best time because we're gonna have a webinar like right now, guys. So hop in there. If you're not in Life already, go grab it. You can actually go to your back office, go right here, click on this Life, and just click on Get Life here. Right here. It's a $1 3-day trial. So if you have $1 to invest in your business, then go check it out. Get on the webinar with me and then let me know you're on the webinar with me on the next one, okay? On the one we're having in like 8 minutes, okay? So I'll see you guys there. Love you guys. Hopefully this provided a lot of value for you guys and helped you out. I will see you on the next webinar.